Yes, everybody, and I hope you are all doing well, man. Welcome back to another stream. Everyone can hear me okay. So bless up everybody in the building, man. Let me just check audio. Right, audio should be okay now, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Because I know we had some. But yeah, let me know in the chat anyway if audio messes up. But yeah, bless up to everybody in the building, man. Welcome back to another stream. We're going to talk about Liverpool. We're going to talk about Arne Slot. We're going to talk about the Paul Joyce article that has recently come out a couple of hours ago. I was meant to do this stream earlier, but I did have to take some care of some stuff. So yeah, bless up to everybody. You haven't beaten any of the 3 promoted teams at home. That is shocking. Yeah, big up to Catalan in the building. Big up, bro, man. Just start the stream. We are literally live right now, my bro. Big up to Benjamin. Big up, Jacob, lads. I'm still angry. Yeah, we're going to go through the Paul Joyce stuff. Big up, Lewis. Yeah, big up. Real reactions. Liverpool didn't lose the game. Are you back in the title race? No, we're not back in no title race, my friend. Chat. I am absolutely seething after yesterday still. I'm going to be honest with you. I am absolutely seething still after yesterday. I've been listening to a couple of people's match reactions, a couple of people's live streams, etc. I'll be honest, some of the bullshit I've heard is absolutely crazy. Some of the absolute waffle I've heard is crazy to me. People saying, oh, yesterday is not all on Slot. Okay. So, I'm sorry, yesterday's result is on everyone at the football club. It's on the players. It's on the manager. It's on Michael Edwards. It's on John W. Henry. It's on everyone at the club. Everyone is to blame for what is going on right now at Liverpool Football Club. Everyone is to blame. Because Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, they're part to blame because they're still keeping this manager of the job. Same with the owners. They're not investing money into the team. The manager is a spineless manager and he's completely out of his fucking depth. Some of the players at this club aren't good enough and some of them need to be sold. And we're going to discuss some of that in today's show. It's going to be like the uncomfortable conversation type show where, you know, we're going to discuss players that I think should be sold because I do think a couple of players need to be sold. I think a couple of people at the football club need to get moved on. The manager, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. I'm sorry, but you've only had 1 successful window out of 4. You're not innocent in all this. And do you know what? I actually do feel sorry for Slot a little bit in the sense of when it comes to Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, because he should be backed with a centre-back. We should be bringing in defenders. And you've only had 1 successful window in the regime of 2 years. And that was last year. That was last year. The contract situation has been nothing but fucking embarrassing. This window has been crap. You know what? The first window at the football club, I gave him a pass. I gave him a pass because of the factors of, it's a new regime. They want to assess things. They want to assess who they want to bring in, what the style of play is for the manager. I get that. But what about after that? The contract situation, shocking. We're going to now lose another 26-year-old on a free. We're going to lose another player on a free contract due to this manager, due to everyone at the football club not taking the standards. Where are the fucking standards at this club? Where are they? Where are the standards at this club? There's no standards. There is no standards at this club whatsoever. No standards at all. And we're sat here like fucking fans, praying and hoping every single game week it's the exact same bullshit. The exact same bullshit we are seeing week in and week out. And I'm fucking sick to death of it. I'm sick to death of people telling me, yeah, by top reds, by e-reds, oh, you want the manager out because you're just being negative. You want this so and so out because you're being negative. How about back the team? Funny enough, I've backed the team. I was one of the only few content creators in the YouTube space that was one of the very few people to be on a slot out last. I was getting criticism on shows, criticism in the comments. Your reacts, why aren't you slot out? I can't believe you're not slot out, mate. And I gave my reasonings at the time. And because I said I was slot out, I've now got people saying, oh, you're not a top red. You're negative because you want the team to do bad so the manager can be sacked. You're just being negative because it suits the agenda. No, it doesn't suit no fucking agenda. It suits having standards for the biggest team in England. We are the biggest club in England. We're the most successful team. We're the biggest team. I don't care what Man United fans all say. We're the biggest club in England. You only got the most trophies in your fucking in England, mate. You haven't even got more league titles than us. So, and then when it comes to domestic cups and everything like that, we swipe you off the floor. So you're not even in the biggest in your country. So how can you even be the biggest in the world? Gotcha. Absolutely shambolic. You know, there's no standards at this club because people are arguing in the stands, people are arguing online, people are having debates and falling out. And people just simply can't have a proper conversation. People simply just cannot have a proper conversation. Like, what's happened to be able to have a conversation about football? What's happened to be not being able to have a conversation about the football team that we all support and love? What has happened to that? Why can't we have that without people saying, oh, you're negative. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. How about fucking jog on down the fucking road, you pricks? If I want to call this club out, I fucking win. Because right now, we're a fucking disgrace. We're a fucking embarrassment. We have no style of play on the pitch. We have no identity on the pitch and off the pitch. What is the Liverpool way? We've got people at the club who are not even doing their job. We've got people at the club who are confused what their job is. You got people at the club who are deciding what players play when they're not the manager. We're a mess off the pitch. And I've been screaming this for weeks and weeks and weeks about the future of this football club, the development, the progress, as people want to use. Because right now, there is no progress. Right now, there is no development. We are regressing fast. We won the Premier League last May. And ever since then, it's collapsed. Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares. Big up to Gordon Ramsay. If you've seen his show, you'll know. He goes around fixing kitchens and messes in businesses. Gordon Ramsay couldn't fucking fix us. The Marvel couldn't fix us. Because what it is right now, we are a sinking ship. And there is holes everywhere. And right now, we're just letting the water pour in. The water is pouring in fast. People are jumping off the ship, getting their life jackets, because they know the ship is sinking. And the ship is going to continue to sink until you clearly fix what is wrong at the football club. People don't know what their jobs are. Players aren't good enough. The manager's out of his fucking depth. Out of his depth. I'm being told, oh, we can keep Slot to the end of the season. What's it going to do if we don't bring in a manager in now? Well, let's go back in time. When Jurgen Klopp came in and Brendan Rodgers already started the season, we got to 2 finals. I'm going to use a club of more recent as well, Chelsea Football Club. They sacked their manager in January, brought in Thomas Tuchel, won the fucking Champions League in 6 months. Was that Chelsea team good enough to win the league? No. Was it good enough on paper to win the Champions League? No. But they got over the line. They had a manager that was tactically in his depth to be able to take him over the line. We haven't got a manager that can do that. So do what you need to do. Bring in an Alonso, a Steven Gerrard. I don't care. Bring in somebody that is going to steer the ship, that's going to spear a bit of fight. Because right now, we're a fucking mess. The players look disinterested. The players look like they can't be asked. The players look like they're just tired. And I don't think Slot has necessarily lost the dressing room, but he's lost the players' disinterestedness in the football. And you can very much see that on the football pitch. Arne Slot is a big problem, I know that. With the tactics, with the play. I mean, yesterday, did anybody pick up on this? There was a moment in the second half. Dominic Szoboszlai has the ball. He's got the free roam of the pitch. It's 1-1 in the match. And what does Slot tell him to do? Relax, relax, and claps. We have got players at this club who are not even taking accountability, who aren't taking risks. Dropping points to fucking Burnley. Not Arsenal. Not Manchester City. Not Aston Villa. 19th in the fucking league, Burnley. 19th in the league. And I've got told from people, we played quite well. First half, yeah, I thought it was quite good. But what is his manager saying to the players at half time? What the fuck is this manager saying to the players at fucking half time? We have 5 wins in 17 games. Wolves have won more games than Liverpool in 2026. Wolverhampton Wanderers, the worst Premier League side factually. Then this is a fact. Factually, right now, Wolverhampton Wanderers are the worst team in the Premier League ever. Ever. Worst team ever in the Premier League. And they've won more games than us. More games than us. 3 promoted teams failed to beat. Back to back to back. Conceding by 3+ goals and losing. Manager making excuses in press conferences, not taking accountability. The manager looks tired. Honestly, looks like a petrified man out there. Fucking scared little cat. Coming out of his post-match press conference. Oh yeah, we've progressed in training. And then the next minute, we've not fucking progressed. So we've either progressed or we haven't. The club is an absolute fucking mess. It is a fucking mess. And I will be honest. Where the fuck do we even begin to fix this? Because this is bigger than sacking the manager. Because you've got people at the top of the board. People at the top of the board who have no fucking accountability, no audacity. And this is where I'm linking it back to where I felt sorry for Slot a little bit. Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, instead of sitting behind the fucking in the office screens, acting like a little scared little fucking coward in your fucking nice suits that cost a few £1,000. Get yourselves on a fucking camera, take some accountability and talk to the fans. And this is why I somewhat respect Manchester City when it comes to the club and the relationship and their fans. Because Khaldoon, who's a massive person at their football club, at the end of every season, speaks out to the fans, speaks out for the projects, speaks out for what's next. If he makes a mistake, he comes out and apologises. The only time our owner has come out and fucking apologised is when he has some deadbeat fucking flowers in the background that's been marinated for about 100 years, it looked like. Literally just looked like they've just been dead out of the ground. And he sat there with the camera making him look all soul and all that stuff. And just, Liverpool fans, I did not understand like your deepest concerns and da. Get in front of a camera and speak to the fans. Take some fucking audacity. And this is where I felt sorry for Slot because he shouldn't be able to. He shouldn't be taking all the blame. He shouldn't be taking all the blame. Don't get me wrong. Arne Slot is a massive problem at this football club. But it's not just Slot. It's the players, and we're going to talk about the players that need to be sold because some of them are fucking dog shit. Smash these likes up, chat, because we have got a lot to go through. The transfer stuff through Paul Joyce as well. It is a mess right now, man. It is a fucking mess at this football club. An absolute mess, and it's a disgrace. And the fact that some of the fans are sat back on the fucking online telling me, oh, I think you're negative. How about you fucking jog on, mate? Fucking telling me I'm fucking negative. Fuck off about I'm negative. What? Because I want to do well with my football club. I want to succeed. I'm negative. Fucking jog on, mate. Fucking jog on. Absolute jog on. Let me catch up with some of your chat messages because they are piling up. Wednesday, we've not been in the title race for about 3 months. But yeah, big up to Lewis, bro. Reacts have been telling you we're not signing anyone. Reacts, at what part of the stream are you glazing the Arsenal? Why would I glaze Arsenal? The title is done. We flopped today. Big up to Trudon. I'm glad some of our fans booed yesterday. We need to show that the slot team and the board that we're not happy. Facts. And then they're not good enough. They should be held accountable. This is Liverpool Football Club. This is not fucking Gillingham, Morecambe Bay. Hey, we're going to talk about Morecambe Bay because, hey, I've been telling you about Reece Williams all bloody week. Where am I disrespecting AFCON heritage? Where have I mentioned AFCON in this live stream? Stop the mess, and Arne won the Premier League for us. Yep, we won't get top 4 slot stays. I agree. I don't think we're getting top 4, chat. And I'm going to break it down to you why we're not going to get top 4. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to go through in today's show, man. Buckle up. Like I said, go onto Amazon, get your seatbelts, smash the like button. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button as well. He is fighting for 4th. 4th is not good enough for Liverpool Football Club after the window you fucking just had. Sorry, it is not. And especially the style of play. And I've heard the word transitions last night. Fucking transitions. Sorry. You don't win the league by Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, etc., and transition. Because by that logic, where was Jurgen Klopp's transitions? He managed to contain success, contain us at the top level, playing good football, holding the standards up at the football club. When we brought in all the midfielders, what did we do? We won a trophy, was in a title race for 6 games to go. I think we would have won the league if we didn't get the injuries, by the way. I do. So where was Jurgen Klopp's excuses for the word transitions? Transitions, my fucking ass, mate. He's a joke of a manager. He's also lost on the Anfield crowd. Chat, go back and watch my match reactions to games I've been this season. I've been telling people the atmosphere at the ground hasn't been the same. The feeling in and around Anfield hasn't been the same. And yesterday, it just kind of exploded. Because I feel like that was the point where everybody has had enough. Once the Anfield crowd goes, you go. Okay, if only Jabby agreed, then I support sacking Slot. But disrespect he gives is sad, like winning the league is nothing. Arne Slot deserves massive credit, and I will never take away him winning us the league. He brought his number 20 and his name is Arne Slot. Arne Slot deserves to be on that Liverpool banner because he won as number 20. So I'm not disrespecting him. What he did for me last season, he gave me the best day of my life. Being at Anfield, watching us win the league at Tottenham is a day I'll tell my grandkids if I ever have any. Yeah? But he's got to go. He's got to go, and everyone at the club has to go. So for me, there's no sentimental with Slot. I've never had that connection, you know? And I was one of the very few fans. I barely watch Liverpool content creators. I more watch other football content creators rather than specific Liverpool ones. But from ones where I've seen clips and stuff, I was one of the only few Liverpool fans left that was slot in, if that makes sense, you know? But I honestly, I've sat and watched the football this weekend. Man United looked really good yesterday. They looked really good. I didn't manage to watch the full extent of the game, but I managed to watch a good 70 minutes of it. And that's one thing where I think Man United could get top four. Is because of Michael Carrick, someone that knows the club, someone has a connection with the club, with everyone at the club, with the fans as well. That's really important to have, especially with a club like Manchester United's level or a Liverpool Football Club level. You need that connection with the fans, otherwise you're just not going to continue to do well. I think Aston Villa will get top four. I know they lost to Everton today. I believe it was 1-0. I stopped watching it about 70th minute. I don't know if it actually finished. Let me have a look. Did it finish 1-0? Aston Villa. Yo, they lost 1-0 to Everton. Fears. Aston Villa will get top four. I know Man City lost. Man City will get top four. I said it from day one. I actually think Man United will get top four. I said it from day one, back in my predictions video. I said it. I think I predicted them fifth, and then I do sometimes do a show with Touchdown, and I've told him in the past. I think United actually will get top four, top five, or whatever correlation spot if they change the manager. Now they've changed the manager and brought in someone who's actually a competent, plays somewhat decent football. Like, they dismantled Man City yesterday, absolutely battered them. It should have been like 6 or 7. And I never give that club credit because fuck them every day of the week, twice on a Sunday. Pause, yeah? But I actually think Man United are actually going to do quite well under Carrick from now until the summer. Whether they give him a contract, I don't know. Yes, he won the league. Yep, I see Jabby in Liverpool today near Docks. I didn't know it was him when I walked past till I saw the photo on X. Jabby Alonso's in Spain right now, no? He's fighting for UCL slots and not kicked from UCL. What if he's going to get to the semi-final of the UCL? I'm not really sure what you're kind of asking there. Are you asking, like, if he gets the Champions League, will I keep him if he won it? No, I'm not really sure what you mean. If he wins the UCL, he's got to go. If Arne Slot wins me the Champions League, if Luis Enrique is available, you get him. Although I made a prediction yesterday. I said Man United get Xavi. I say we get Xabi Alonso. I think long-term Luis Enrique will go to Man City. I think Arsenal have Arteta, Unai Emery, Aston Villa. I think it's going to be the Spanish dominance in the Premier League in the next couple of years. If we are going to sack any manager who is not fighting for the title, it's an Abramovich star. Okay, then. So should we just be acceptance of what's been happening over the past couple of months? There's not one good reason to want Slot to stay. Slot is a toilet. Man says Slot is a toilet, 18 points. Out of 51, yeah. It's actually sad because one of more difficult runs. Listen, we've got a very difficult run coming. So yeah, slot out gimmick when your players are ass. I'm going to get onto the players, man. I'm talking about everyone at the football club right now. I'm talking about Slot. I'm talking about Michael Edwards. Right now, I'm talking about Arne Slot. And so you think Slot's press conferences are okay? I don't know if you watch or listen to Slot's press conferences. His press conferences are fucking embarrassing, mate. They're sackable offences. Saying you're glad to be out of cup competitions. Every single week it's something new. And you say the players are ass. Okay, then why doesn't he rotate the fucking squad? Why does he not go to the board and say, I need fucking players? As a manager, you've got to have a bit of a backbone about you, unless you're going to be a fucking sitting duck. But no, I agree with you that some of the players at the club are shit. And some of them need to go. Touchline. This bold man is a window cleaner. Man's a window cleaner. We're slapping you if we play like that. Run me Alonso and get this bold fraud at the club. By the way, is our permanent coach. Wait, is he your actual permanent coach? He's not interim. Yo, listen, we're going to be mud brothers, my friend. We're going to be mud brothers, my friend. 22 of you in the building, man. AFCON is about to start. Yeah, I know AFCON is about to start. I'll have the game on the side. I'll have the game on the side. I'm not sure what he's saying. He said something about where am I disrespecting AFCON? Where have I mentioned AFCON in this live stream? I've actually done AFCON watchalongs and said, and actually bigged up the AFCON tournament many times. So I'm not really sure kind of what you're getting at there, Wesley, mate. Gonna be real with you. The crash. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Yep. Yeah. But no, the press conference yesterday, chat, was embarrassing as well. And when you're watching the manager from the touchline, and I said this right when I went to the Wolves game, and I told people this. When I went to the Wolves game the day after Boxing Day, and I sat in my seat, and I was just looking at Arne Slot for a couple of minutes. Because sometimes it doesn't do it justice on TV. Like watching the manager from the touchline, how he interacts, how he's actually trying to coach from the touchline. And he was just stood there. Just stood there. And yesterday was another perfect example. I'm going to bring it up again. The Szoboszlai incident. That fucking infuriated me, man. How on earth can Dominic Szoboszlai be in the middle of the park? There's no one around him. Literally nobody. There is not a player in fucking sight. And Szoboszlai looks to the manager, and Arne Slot's like this. Relax, relax, stay back, stay back. That's a manager you want to have. That is a manager you want to fucking have at this football club. Who just sits fucking back, plays at negative football. We're against fucking Burnley at fucking home, and you got a manager telling the players to stay back. We need the win. We're not 4-0 up. If we're 4-0 up, cool, do what you want. It's 1-1. Michael Raid. Yo, big up to Michael TV10, man. Appreciate the raid, my buddy, man. 30 of you in the building. We're ranting about how awful my club is being run right now. Smash up the like button. Make sure. Let me get me Michael's channel in the thing. Kick off Michael. Chat, make sure you're subscribing to Michael, man. He's on the way to 300 subs. Let me put the link in the chat. But yeah, if you can kindly hit the like button and subscribe, man. Slot in raid. Man says slot in, you know. Slot in raid. Yeah, AFCON is about to start. I think it is. I think it's on at 7 o'clock, isn't it? Or is it 7:15? I can't remember. I'll get it on in a minute. Alonso spotted in Liverpool. This is true. I've not seen anything about this. If this football club gets rid of Curtis Jones and not Macam, actually done. Senegal not starting. Maybe in the finals is a form of crime. Which coach can we actually get though? Like elite? Can't think of single one. The manager market's dead, you know. And I said this. I think the manager market is actually dead. It's dead. The manager market. Mate, we're talking about Liverpool, mate. Fucking hell. Shut up the fuck up about Arsenal. I will. Why am I going to do a video about Arsenal when you didn't even win your game this weekend? Like, fucking hell, mate. Next time Arsenal win, I'll do a match reaction just for you. I'll put in the title, match reaction to Arsenal win for Wesley. There you go. I'll do that just for you, my friend. Just for you. Big up everyone in the building, though. Bless up to Michael for the raid emoji every single time. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing to Michael, man. Get him to 300 subs. But I've not seen anything about this Alonso thing. I've not been on my phone all day. I've been doing stuff with like important stuff that needs to be done. So I've got busy going on this week and stuff. So I've not really had chance to be on my phone. The only thing I've seen is a Paul Joyce thing, and there was a notification, and I wanted to check it because I think it was around transfer news. So other than that, I've not seen anything. Like, for all I knew, Arne Slot could actually be sacked, and I wouldn't even know. Obviously, people in the chat would have mentioned it by now. But someone could have been sacked, and I wouldn't even know. Why Footy thought it'd be weird that... I doubt Alonso's in Liverpool, just strolling through the streets of Liverpool on his own. I'd be very surprised. And plus, it means nothing. Because unless we hear reports about a sacking, then it's irrelevant. Give me Alonso Stevie for a year. I wouldn't say Steven Gerrard for a year, mate, but I'll take it to the end of the season. I'll take anybody right now to the end of the season. Ultimately, bring me a manager that's just going to spare a bit of life into the club. We're not just look dead. Because right now we look dead on a football pitch. Real talk, we genuinely look dead on a football pitch. Let's get the AFCON game on. What channel is this on? AFCON, innit? I think it's on all four, innit? Yeah, all the games on all four because I've done watch-alongs from... I might do a match reaction for the AFCON final. I think it kicks off at 7, doesn't it? Let me get it up. Why the fuck is my thingy coming up with Molly, mate? Like, no one cares about a fucking documentary. No, Wesley, I never glaze Arsenal. Footy, did you see when we had a free kick near the box in the first half? Frimpong pass all the way back to Allison while ground lost it. Yeah, it's negative football. Negative football. This isn't the Liverpool way. Ant, you was at the game yesterday. Am I lying or am I dying? Yeah? Was there not a chant being sung? You know, the Bob Paisley chant. Please enlighten the people. Please enlighten the people what that song means. How is this the Liverpool way? How is this the Liverpool way? How can we be singing a song like that and then watch that on a football pitch? Makes fucking zero sense. Literally makes zero fucking sense. We're an absolute mess, and the fan base is in absolute disconnect because you got people arguing online, etc. You know? But I do want to speak about the players because now it's time for the players to fucking get it. Pause. Listen. Some of these are going to be in for a rude... Wow, Wolves took another point off Newcastle. Could Wolves do the impossible? Wolves have taken more points than us this year. Wolves have 5 points. We have 3. Wolves have more points than us in 2026. And bearing in mind, they played West Ham, Everton, and Newcastle. We've played easy teams. Leeds. Sorry, no, we've actually played an extra game than them, and they have more points. No way. We've played Leeds, Fulham, Arsenal, and Burnley. We have more points. Wolves have more points than us in 2026, and we've played more games than them. Let this sink in. Breaking news, not one player wants to join LFC as long as Slot is the coach. Who said this? Big up to you, my friend. I mean, would be over the moon with Luis Enrique. Probably not going to happen, but I would take Alonso. I would take anyone right now who's just going to have any somewhat of a style of play. Someone that's just going to bring a bit of identity, a bit of life in the club. The players look lost. They look disinterested, chat. And now we're going to talk about the players. We're going to talk a bit about yesterday's game as well. So let's actually start off with the lineup. Listen, we're gonna have some harsh conversations now. Some real harsh conversations. Okay? That was the team that played yesterday. The only people that can put somewhat. Oh my God. Mendy's having a beer there. It's full of Moroccans, that ground. Um, Hopefully Senegal win it, you know. Big up Sadio Mane and that. But no, let's start off with the players that actually played well. Florian Wirtz. He was really, really good. Got on the ball, created a couple of chances. You know, actually took a bit more of a risk. For me, he's one of the players yesterday that actually played well. Ekatike. Oh my God, that ball off the movement for the pre-assist. Genuinely, that pre-assist was fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The ball from Virgil van Dijk was brilliant. Ekatike takes a touch on the left-hand side of the 6-yard box, and he beats two man, dribbles straight down. I'm talking that inches off the line, and then takes on another couple of man, lays it off to Jones, and then Jones lays it off again to Wirtz, and he just rifles it in. That goal is genuinely one of my favourite goals we have scored this season. I would put that in maybe in my top 5 goals. And I would also say that the goals against Brighton were very good as well, to be fair. Curtis Jones played well. Kirk has probably had his best game in a Liverpool shirt. I thought on the inside, on the outside, he looked good. Defensively, he looked good. Kirkes is starting to get the bad things coached out of his game. You know, that like the composure in the sense of not going to ground, making those stupid rash decisions. Those sort of things you can coach out of a player. And Kirkes is only 21. So I've never really had a concern with Kirkes. Kirkes was probably one of my favourite signings in terms of interest, in terms of how we're going to be progressive in this new Liverpool team. And I would honestly say, so yeah, Wirtz, Jones, and Ekatike and Kirkes. But yeah, chat, my God, the centre-backs. Oh my God, the centre-backs. They were the worst bunch. My God, the centre-backs were beyond rubbish. Canate. You know I'm a big fan of you. Yeah? You're one of my favourite players at the club. But right now, you are fucking dog shit. Absolutely abysmal. Yesterday, Canate tried to score an own goal. Canate had a shot on target. Not for us, but for the opposite team. Canate tried to score an own goal. Is Canate completely innocent? Oh my God, I thought that was going to be 1-0 Senegal. Is Canate completely innocent in that build-up of play of us defending? Nope. Virgil van Dijk was fucking shocking, and I called out Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk has been shit this season. Shit. Not just Canate. He has been absolutely fucking dreadful. Both of them. And this is where it's coming back to, oh, we can't sign players, da. This is where it also comes back to the manager a little bit. You're telling me you couldn't have brought on a Joe Gomez instead of a Canate? Like, we get it, Joe Gomez is injury prone, but if he's fit, Joe Gomez has to play for me now over Canate. It's got to that point now, chat. If Canate is playing, no, if Gomez is fit and he's only 20% fit, just play him above Canate. Just try something different. Because Canate is absolutely fucking shocking. Absolutely shit. Fucking dog shit right now. Absolutely shit. Yeah? Awful. Absolutely awful right now. And how on earth he got a 7.5 rating above Curtis Jones? Curtis Jones was probably one of our better players. I thought in the first 15 minutes he struggled to get into grips with the game, but he grew his performance back. He grew into the game, and he started doing things on the ball. I just don't get how we cannot even bench a Gomez for Konate. What does Konate do well? Is he good at playing it out from the back? Nope. No. Is he an aerial threat on the other end of the pitch? Nope. He hasn't been that for years. When was the last time Konate scored a goal? At least with Gabriel and Saliba, they had goals. When was the last time Konate scored a goal? And I know we're going off thing here. Konate hasn't scored this season. He scored 1 goal last season. Has Konate ever really been an aerial threat on corners? Not really. Not really. I think he's on about, in total goals for Liverpool, something like 6 or 7 goals. I think Konate is on for Liverpool. Clearing, yeah. Shocking. Guy can't pass for fucking shit. Can't pass. None of them can really play out for the back. Virgil van Dijk's got that long ball in him, but that's about it. Footy, loads of tickets. We're on general sale. Bro, I've been telling people, listen, if any of you, man, want to go to Anfield, despite Liverpool playing crap, you can buy a Liverpool ticket right now, and you don't even need to have a fucking membership. If you want to go to a game, tickets are on sale. Who have we got next? Obviously, the big games, they'll still be hard to get. They'll still be somewhat hard to get unless you got a American membership or anything. But you could probably get a ticket for Qarabag at home. You could probably get a ticket for maybe Newcastle. Definitely Brighton in the FA Cup. Shit, that's on Valentine's Day night as well. Fuck. Oh no, that's on Valentine's Day night, isn't it? Brighton in the Cup. Shit. Yeah, we'll figure out that when it comes to it. But if I'm being honest, chat, Konate was honestly awful. Honestly awful, man. He's been awful this season. Virgil van Dijk. And this is where I'm not having the bedding in excuse. You are not saying to me, oh, we've got the bedding in. The bedding in. Fuck your bedding in. Fuck the bedding in. Shit excuse. Konate isn't a new signing. He's been at the club for years. So this narrative, do I think Konate has struggled without Trent? I do. I do think Konate has struggled without Trent because he is playing, he has gone through stages of playing with different right backs this season. 1 minute it's Bradley, then it's Frimpong, then it's Szoboszlai. I can see and understand the frustration from his kind of, point of view. But I'm not having the excuse for Konate. I'm just not. I'm watching back the own goal from yesterday. It's absolutely shocking. And when I'm watching it, right, how on earth we got counter-attacked that easily? Look at the way we got counter-attacked there. Just like fucking stick, man. The positioning isn't... You know what? And I'm watching it back there. Kirkus gets bullied. What is Van Dijk's positioning there? What the fuck is Van Dijk's positioning? I'm putting that on slow speed. I'm watching this back. I need to see this back again. What on earth is Van Dijk doing? Why isn't he in a left-back position when we're getting pressed? Why is he in a left-back position when we are getting pressed? He heads the ball out to Kirkes. Why is he heading it there? And then also, to be fair, I felt sorry for Konate. Does it excuse of him trying to score an own goal? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But ultimately, Van Dijk was also massively at fault. He was actually caused the problem there yesterday. And I've been screaming about Virgil for weeks. About the centre-back situation. He's 35. He's on the decline. Konate's been rubbish. He's going on a free. Gomez is going. And people trust that we can bring in 2 senior centre-backs and be successful next season. What the fuck are people drinking and smoking? When was the last time a football club brought in 2 senior professional centre-backs and won trophies the following season? Someone please tell me. Because even some of the best in the world, Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, didn't even do that for Arsenal. What are we doing here? We need to be having these uncomfortable conversations. Let me catch up some of your messages because they are piling up. Long past the worst. No, why would I glaze Arsenal when you didn't glaze us last season? Footy, I've told you, night out before. Bedding in. Yeah. Konate should have been sold in the summer. Yeah, because he's not signing the contract. And this is, again, we are going to get onto Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. Right now, we'll talk about some of the players. McAllister, you're next up, son. Konate has struggled not having to bail him out. To be fair, Trent didn't bail him out. I'll be betting in. Okay, mate. Out of his depth. Big up your damn self, Reacts. Bless up to you, Harvey, bro. Bless up to you, Maggie. Reacts, you're not watching AFCON? Yeah, I've got AFCON on. I've got a 3-monitor setup one time. So I got my monitor that I watch like football on or whatever if I'm at my desk. And then my MacBook, and then I got another monitor where I play on like my PlayStation or whatever. But no, I had the highlights on. I wanted to rewatch that goal back because I wanted to explain how it was Virgil van Dijk's fault. The way he headed that ball. Why didn't he just take a touch, chest it to the ground and pass it? But no, he heads it straight to the fucking Burnley player. We get counter-attacked. Kirkers is out-muscled because he's got 4 man on him, balls. And then Konate is left ultimately in a situation where, to be fair to Konate, when I look back at it, yes, he tried to score an own goal, but he was also in a situation, if he didn't get to it, Burnley are probably tapping it in back stick. And I'm watching it back now. Kirkers gets out-muscled. Gravenberch is getting bypassed, now he stops jogging. If Konate hadn't have lunged and scored the own goal, the Burnley Anthony player would have scored. So when you actually look at it in hindsight, Konate couldn't really do much there. He over-lunged. That's the only problem. If Konate had maybe run another step, another yard, then lunged, he wouldn't have potentially been an own goal, and Alisson wouldn't have had to been forced to make a save. But that's been the story of our season when it's come into, the defending. So, actually watching it back from a different point of view on slow speed, you will see Van Dijk is a massive part to blame. A massive part to blame. But yeah, people are asking me if I'm watching AFCON. Yeah, it's 0-0 with 15 minutes to go. Senegal probably should have scored in the first couple of minutes. We can't sell Konate without a proper replacement. I don't think Guéhi was an upgrade, just more versatile. I think Guéhi's more of an upgrade right now, if I'm being honest. I think Mark Guéhi's definitely more of an upgrade on Konate based off right now, my friend. Based off right now. Chat, I'm going to go and grab a beer because I need a beer. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. Smash up the like button. Let's try and run these likes up to 25. And how many subs are we on? We're 5 subscribers from 2,580. So if we can hit the subscribe, it'll be massively appreciated. So we're going to talk about McAllister, and then we're going to swiftly move on to the transfer side of things, where that obviously correlations with Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, etc. Because right now, chat, we are a bloody mess. And I'm going to go and get a beer. 1 second. Yes, chat, we're back. Let's crack this fucking beer open. Because look, listen. Liverpool Football Club. They're shit. Big up to Corona if you want to sponsor. Hit me up in the DMs. Hughes is out. Hughes is out. Enough, bro. We're not talking about Alonso. Alonso's a done deal. I heard happy days. Who said that? Who said that? Who said Alonso's done deal? Finished. But yeah, I am watching Africa, my friends. I stopped watching. Yep. We can't sell. Yeah, at the moment. What, bro? Did you? What the fuck are you on about? What the fuck? I've never met Touchline in real life. I feel like the only time I'll ever see Touchline in real life, if I saw him out in London, I went down to London. Or if he went to like a game, Liverpool Man United game, and I was there or something, I don't know. Hughes is working directly for FSG. Bun the Arsenal, yeah, bun the Arsenal every time. You tell him, bro. You tell him. But no, I want to, McAllister, man. Chat. Are you selling Alexis McAllister? Are you selling Alexis McAllister? I love Macca, man. I love him a lot. I've just seen a tweet. Loads of transfer news are coming in right now. I've just seen a load of transfer news come in. But yeah, we're going to discuss that. We are going to discuss that. Yes, for sell him. People want him sold. Aren't you in London, man? No, I don't live. I live nowhere near fucking London. I know what. Why are you guys asking this kid questions like he's John Henry? Like he's John Henry, you know. But no, listen, I'm John W. Henry, man. Answer, bro, do you watch cricket? I wish, because otherwise I probably would watch this over Liverpool right now. Bring me Wharton or Anderson. I want Adam Wharton, mate. I've made my feelings very clear in terms of who I want at the football club. But no, let's go through the transfer stuff because this is going to tie in with the likes of McAllister. We've got a lot of stuff to go through. Paul Joyce has made about 1 billion tweets, so buckle up. We're going to go through these. Man's asking Chester. What about Chester? You're going to have to elaborate on that, mate. You can't just put Chester in the chat and say, mean nothing in terms of what you mean by that. Paul Joyce, Liverpool had banked on receiving 35 million from Aston Villa for Javier this summer after bending over backwards in arranging the structure for his loan deal. That's not really on Harvey Elliott's fault, though, is it? Sporting director Richard Hughes and the CEO of football for FSG, Michael Edwards, both have 18 months left to run on their contracts. That's going to be really interesting to see if they do sign on. What's the project? Run us into the ground with this heap of shite. Right now, they're the ones letting this shit continue. Do you know Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards? Yeah, they've got a lot of blame. They've got a lot of blame, and we've discussed that. Is that where you live, the posh outskirts of London? Chester is nowhere near London. Man said Chester's near. Man said Chester's near London. You know, bro, it's like 4 or 5 hours up the road. It's not like 5 minutes. Man said, "Do I live in Chester?" I can't be answering any said questions where I live, mate. Chester's near Manchester. Yeah, Chester's near, like, not far from Birkenhead and from Liverpool, and not far from Manchester. Man's asking, do I live in Chester? What a random place to kind of pick out and say, do you live there? Very interesting. Yeah, Chester's up north. Like, man thought Chester was like outside of London. What? Look, my geography isn't great, but fuck me. Man said Chester's outside of London. Outside of London, you've got places like Brighton, if you go further south. If you go near north, you've got places like Watford. Chester's a very wealthy place. Yeah, Chester is wealthy. 30 of you in the building, man. Bless up to everyone, man. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. But no. Let's go through some other stuff then, because I've seen a lot of people you know, talking about the transfer situation. Are we gonna bring in centre back? We know we need to bring in defenders, but I don't think we will. But that is very interesting about Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards with 18 months to go. Hey, chat, maybe they're doing the double bluff. Maybe they're letting their contracts run down as well. Like they let like they let players run down their contracts. You know what I mean? What's this? Liverpool hoped that Mark Gahey would recognise the efforts they made to sign him before the plug was pulled on deadline day, and in turn waited for them until the summer. What the fuck? That comment from TK is absolutely facts. Can't believe such an amateur move is conducted by Liverpool Football Club. Edwards and Hughes, shame on you. Facts. How the fuck have we actually done that? The efforts to try and sign him. We hope he would wait till the summer. Is Gahey Liverpool born and bred? No. Is Gahey a Liverpool fan? No. Did he have any connections to Liverpool? No. Any alliances or ties to Liverpool? No. And that narrative that we tried to sign him, we tried to sign him on fucking deadline day. We didn't try and sign him throughout the whole window, and Palace were just scumbags. We tried to sign him on deadline day. Deadline fucking day. What? That is really bad. I'm sorry, man. I'm surprised Paul Joyce came out and said something like that, you know. I really am. Because I guarantee you that is going to wind a lot of people up. That is going to wind a lot of people up. That is such a poor amateur move. Wait until the summer to hope he was signed for free. Well, if you got Man City, who's been more ambitious than us, I don't really blame him for going, do you? What's this? Newcastle midfielder Sandro Tonali has emerged as a top target for Liverpool. Do you really think we're going back in for any Newcastle players? Well, that's a little clickbait. Who's this? Dean Jones Soccer. I mean, he's got fucking soccer in his name, for Christ's sakes. That's enough. Kostas Tsimikas is due to return from a loan spell with Roma and maybe become backup to Milos Kerkis if Andy Robertson departs when his contract expires in 5 months. Tsimikas as backup. He can't even make it into the Roma team. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Curtis Jones has been attracting interest from Tottenham. Fucking Tottenham. Fucking Tottenham. Chat. What did I tell you, man, about Reece Williams? What did I say? Reece Williams was certainly depart on a permanent basis when his contract expires at the end of the season. Reece Williams is still at the football club. This brother should have been sold 5 years ago. Oh, the club is a mess. The club is an actual mess. Reece Williams is still at the club. Holy damn shit. But yeah, Curtis Jones to Tottenham. Interesting. Tonali, we ain't getting Tonali. We are not getting fucking Tonali. If you think we're getting Tonali, genuinely, I would love to know why. I can't deal with some acute down and Craig Hope crying. Honestly, no. Honestly, I rate Tonali very highly. I think he's a good player. But I don't think I can do business with Newcastle ever again. I couldn't go through it. I don't have the mental strength to be able to do it again. Isak, the only reason I managed to stay patient for Isak is because I really wanted Isak at Liverpool. Tonali isn't even my first choice. Isak was my first choice striker even before he went to Newcastle. I wanted him when he was at Sociedad. Yeah. And Tonali, yeah, no thanks. Curtis wouldn't go Spurs if we were relegated. Yeah, Curtis Jones, I'd be very surprised if he leaves Liverpool. If I'm being honest. But I do think we are going to start being linked with midfielders. We have to be. Because ultimately, yeah, we desperately need midfielders. By the way, I've seen a tweet from Fabrizio Romano. We've lost out on another centre-back, by the way. And I'm surprised there hasn't been really much of a meltdown on Twitter. This. By the way, Zinchenko's moving about a bit, isn't he? Yeah, Mark Gay's completed his medical... Well, nearly completed his first part of his medical. I actually cannot believe this still. My club thought he would wait for us. It's not like we're going to fucking prison and your wife is waiting for you on the outside. Fucking G. Oh my god, when you seriously deep it and think it. We really thought you would wait for us. Oh, we thought he would wait for us. Fucking hell, let's make it sound all romantic and cute. Because that's what we've become. By the way, we're going to check Liverpool Twitter in a minute, because I swear to God, if my club had tweeted out, we've released new merch. Because we've been doing that recently when we've had bad results. Let's have a look if Liverpool have tweeted out any merch. Oh, of course, they've already tweeted up the next graphic. Have we, I swear, if we've tweeted out any merch. What's the date today? The 18th. Right. It ends level. Right, we've actually not... Wait till tomorrow, though. Tomorrow is Monday. I'll be very surprised if Liverpool don't tweet anything regarding merchandise. Sackable offence for Hughes. The fact that we fought, and this narrative that we tried to get him, we didn't try to get him until deadline day, though. We didn't. We didn't send in any official bids. It's all right saying, yeah, we want you. It's like me going into a shop and I see, I don't know, a new hoodie I like. Yeah? And if I don't buy it, it's absolutely irrelevant. That hoodie is not just going to stay there, is it? It's eventually going to get snapped up. When you've got big clubs around the world trying to buy you, you're eventually just going to give in. That is such a rookie move. I can't lie. I can't lie. That's such a rookie move. If you're not seen, we're going to lose out on Jeremy Jacket Potato and that. He's agreed personal terms with Chelsea, and Chelsea bid currently low on admission to France already took place. Yeah, so we're going to miss out on another player that we wanted because we're sitting around like ducks in a pond while everyone else is playing in the sea. Absolute disgrace, if I'm being truly honest with you. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely. But you see, I sat and thought about this yesterday. What is the point in a CEO? What is the point in a sporting director? The players, you buy them for your football club or a product. They're a value and an asset to the club. Whoever we bring in should outlive the manager. Whoever we bring in should be able to play for the next manager, not just for this manager. Yeah? So this narrative that, oh, but what if the next manager wouldn't want him? Grow the fuck up. Every single top team wants him, Mark Gahey. We're not signing some fucking bum, yeah, from Australia who's like 24 and, oh yeah, the next manager might not want him. Mark Gahey is England's best centre-back. Mark Gahey has been probably a top 5 centre-back in the league this season. Mark Gahey is one of the best centre-backs in the world right now. And Mark Gahey is, funny enough, one of the best centre-back fucking businesses in the fucking market. It's 20 fucking million. We're a mess. We're a mess. We're a mess. 20 million is a fucking madness. It's mad. I won't comment on the wages side of things. I've seen people say, oh, but what about the wages though, Reacts? I won't comment on that until they get fully released. If it does come out to be 300 grand a week, I can understand it. But if it's anything less, it is a disgrace. By the way, what's this? None of the top 4 won a game this week, by the way. That's mad. You wait until I show you this tweet. You're gonna fall off your sleep. I've got it saved up, line up to the end of the show. What's this? Coming from Paul Joyce. Big ones here. After spending 450 million last summer, Liverpool need another transition. Transition? Man said we need another transition. When Liverpool lose on Wednesday, I went to see the club statement Thursday morning. Yep. Another transition. Should Canate leave on a free transfer? Are there any 2 new centre-backs needed, allowing the reluctance to give Joe Gomez minutes, which is apart due to fitness issues? He was on the bench yesterday. You're telling me Joe Gomez couldn't come on the pitch? Good one. Is the current midfield ready to push to reclaim the title next season, or does it need strengthening? Fuck me. Can we not make this sound zesty like Arsenal? Does it need strengthening to push for the title next season? Shut the fuck up. Will Curtis-Jones, who has been attracting interest from Tottenham Hotspur, but it's time to be more of a guaranteed starter somewhere else? If he wants to go to Tottenham, Kostas Tsimikas is due to return from a loan spell with Roma and maybe become backup to Milos Kerkez if Robertson departs when his contract expires in 5 months. But that is not a long-term solution like Gomez and Virgil van Dijk. Tsimikas' contract's up in 2027. Another transition. This is why we should have brought in players last summer. We should have brought in players this summer because it's going to be too much work yet again. And this is where they fool you. Oh my God, Senegal could be in. Senegal could be in. Oh my God, what a save. Oh my God, what a save. Senegal should have gone 1-0 up. Senegal should have gone 1-0 up. Wow. Wow. That's a big miss. But this is how they get you, because they'll do a load of more money this summer. I guarantee you, chat, we're in danger of becoming the next Manchester United. Buckle up. I told you, man. Go on to Amazon, get your seatbelts. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. And that is before we got the... And that is before we get to the future of slots. Who heard the final whistle on Saturday, followed by boos? Sporting director Richard Hughes and the CEO of football for Liverpool owner Fenway Sports Group Michael Edwards. They all have 18 months left. Danger. Danger. I am going to go through. I might go through. Oh, Virgil's just coming out with some silly shit there. I can't lie. But yeah, chat, we're going to go through another transition. Another transition. We've not even done this transition. We've not even done this transition. Man said transition. Chat, we've not even done this transition yet. How can we go through another transition when we've not even done this one? We've not even done this transition. Oh my God, we're a mess. Holy damn. We're a shitty mess. Holy damn. We are an absolute mess. Man said another transition. Oh my God. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to show you the tweet. This tweet that I've been saving for all the show. Get ready to look at this. And this is why I don't think we're getting top 4. Yeah? Chat, do you know how we won our first 5 games? This is where we stand in the table since those first 5 games, where we was shit and got lucky with last-minute winners and we was winging it. Absolutely winging it. Burnley, last-minute penalty. Arsenal, free kick, last minute. Bournemouth bottled it 2 goals up, last minute. Newcastle, they was down to 10 men, 2 goals up. Rio and Gamama had to step up. This is the table since game week 6. Look at that. Since game week 6, we're 12th. Everton are above us. If you look, as you can see, this is up to date. This is literally, as you can see, it's up to date. We've played 22 games in the Premier League. Yeah. And I'll just fact check that for you. Premier League table. And that is facts. We have played 22 games. So since then, game week 6, we are 12th in the fucking league. Everton, Fulham, all above us. Look at this. Look at fucking this. More losses than wins. 24 goals conceded, 22 goals scored. We owe the Premier League goals. Since we went on that first 5-game week unbeaten run, look at this. And people think we have confidence of getting top 4. We are slowly dripping. We're on one of the most... This narrative that we're on a good unbeaten run is probably one of the most overrated runs I've probably ever seen. Where we discussed this the other day in the games where we actually played well and games where Liverpool actually looked okay. Yeah? But somebody please tell me, yeah, since game week 6, has anyone had any confidence we're going to get top 4? Is anyone confident we're going to get top 4 now? Because I'm not. I honestly don't think we're going to get top 4 right now. Because of listen, the period is coming, mate. The storm is coming. Our next couple of games, get your next day delivery on your Amazon Prime. Because our next couple of games, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking damn shit. Holy shit. Let's have a look at Liverpool's next couple of games. Share this tab. Marseille, is anyone confident? Nope. Bournemouth, away, tough away ground. Tesco Bag FC. God, if you don't win then everyone should be sacked at the club. Newcastle, 6-pointer. Man City, Sunderland, Brighton in the FA Cup, so we could potentially be out. Then you got Forest. You got some nice okay games. I say okay games, we'll probably drop more points. But this period, up until Brighton, is fucking spooky. Marseille, they play good, attractive football. That's going to be a tough away game. That's going to be hostile to fuck. Bournemouth, away. Our record there isn't too great in terms of performances. Although Bournemouth away last season 2-0 was probably one of my favourite games to watch. Quarabag. We got to win these 2 games if we want to get top 8. Listen, Champions League, we ain't fucking safe in the top 8. Newcastle's a 6-pointer. You better not bottle that. The Isaac Derby. Do you know? Although he won't be fit for that. Then you got Man City. Then you got Sunderland away. I mean, for God's sakes, Sunderland If we go to the table at home, how many games have Sunderland lost at home? They have lost 0 games at home. 0 games at home. What's our away record? Oh, wait, we're down, all the way down there. But you get people saying, oh, look, our last 5 games, we're sat 7th in the league. Okay, then. Okay. Oh, my God. Hey, Wolves are actually based 9th if you go based off the last 5 games. Listen, I don't want to be playing Wolves right now, especially their little bits of form. Bournemouth. I mean, look at this in the Champions League. Like, the only reason I think we might get top 8 is because Arsenal has to play Inter. So some of the top 8 teams have to play each other. So naturally, they will naturally drop points. I think if we win the next 2, we're guaranteed to get it. No matter what, we will get it. Because let's say if Arsenal, as long as Arsenal takes some points off Inter, we will go above them. So let's say if that game's a draw in midweek and we win, we naturally go above them. All we're going to do is beat Quarabag and we have guaranteed safely got top 8. As long as we win the next 2. But I'm not confident we do. There's no confidence in to say that we do. Senegal have actually been really good on the attacking phase of playing this game. Another counter-attack from them. Oh my God, that was beautiful from Sadio Mane, just wide. Go on, Sadio. Absolutely sends the fullback. Ticket takes a deflection. Lads, we're cooked. I've been watching this club for 20 years. Well, that's literally how old I am. This is how it's run and literally been nearly the death of me. Big up to you, my friend. But nah, I completely agree with you, my friend. Marseille is going to be an example out of us. Lol. Yep, I've seen enough to deduct Everton 10 points for that. No more transitions. What a miss. Can anyone take control of this football club and sack Slot and Hughes? Please fix this mess. Does anyone back them to fix this mess? Have they showed anything that they can fix this mess, though? Like, is there actually any evidence that they can actually fix this mess? Is there actually any evidence, though? There literally is no evidence. Let me go through some more bits. But no, this is embarrassing. Man said another transition. Another transition. Another transition. Oh my good God. I've not even done this fucking transition. Fucking Jesus. Holy, give me strength. Give me strength. Give me damn strength. Man said another transition. But yeah, chat. We're gonna wrap up here, man. I'm feeling empty inside. We are gonna do part 2 tomorrow in terms of why Slot should be sacked. Richard Hughes, the more bigger problems at this club. We're gonna speak more about the transfer situation because right now, let's all cut a spade to spade. It's an absolute mess, isn't it? It is an absolute mess. I appreciate everyone for being in here, man. Please make sure you're hitting the like button and make sure you are subscribing to the channel. I really do much appreciate everyone's kindness, man. I really do. Chat, but yeah, we're gonna raid Yasa TV. We're gonna raid Yasa. Bless up to Yasa, man, every single day of the week. They're doing a watch long for this game. Hopefully Senegal go on to win it. Oh. Yeah, hopefully Senegal do go on to win the game. But yeah, we're back tomorrow. We'll talk more about some transfers. You know, we'll also cover the Marseille game. When do we play against Marseille? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. So yeah, we'll speak more about the Marseille game as well. We'll do a little preview for that as well. But yeah, chat, make sure you go and raid up Yasser. Tell him Footy Reacts TV raid. Tell him, yeah, because he is a Chelsea fan as well. Fuck Chelsea every day of the week. But yeah, make sure you go and show him some love, man, because yeah, he's a top G, man. He's on the road to what, 2K subs. So yeah, make sure you support Yasser, man. And yeah, chat. Appreciate you all for being in here, man. Take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Up the Reds, as always, you know, no matter what. Even though we are in that absolute distraught of a mess. And yeah, problems have got to be fixed quick. Take care, chat. Peace. Love.